MMA Spear back at it again with another banger today, fellas. We are breaking down the best non-champions in the UFC right now. We're going to be breaking down, going through the top 10 right now. Okay, they do not have a belt right now. First up, some names to note that didn't quite make the top 10. All right, but they deserve a little mention. They deserve a little MMA Spear at. All right, man, I guess I'll give them a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Honorable mentions, Joshua Van. Okay, he's not top 10, but we love Joshua Van, man. And we will win at UFC 323. I'm telling y'all right now, okay? It's a hot take. I understand that, all right? I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to happen. The stylistic matchup with Pantoja, dude, it's freaking perfect. A guy that walks forward like a zombie in Pantoja. He'll strike with people, but even though he has great grappling on the ground, he will just walk right at you, all right? Van is a beautiful dirty pause. He's insane on the inside, though, and he has insane takedown defense. So I think he can limit the takedowns and get Pantoja to strike with him on the feet. That's where I think Pantoja really Van really has the advantage. I mean, he beat Royval on the feet, who's one of the best boxers in the entire UFC. And I don't know, man. I think he'll limit the grappling, and I think he will be our new flyweight champion. All right. I just don't think he has the resume right now to put him ahead of these guys in the top 10. But honorable mention, our king, Joshua Van. Sean Brady, another honorable mention. Love the Morales fight coming up, man. Dude, this guy is such a freaking dog. Did you see? You guys got to check out his quote, but, you know, man, basically Dana and the boys, they told me stay out for a title shot or fight. Well, hell, man, I'm a fighter, so I'm a fight. Like, dude, I love this guy, brother. I love this guy, all right? I think he will honestly beat Michael Morales, who I think is a little bit overrated. But I think with a win over that, with a win over a undefeated guy like Morales, who's just on an insane streak, I think that'd get him into the top 10, but not right now, okay? And then rounding out our honorable mentions, Diego Lopez, okay? Diego. It hurt my soul not putting him on the top 10 here, but once you'll see my top 10 spot, which is, you know, kind of why I had to hold out, but amazing win with Gene Silva. All right, that's beautiful. His Volk performance is aging well. I think his Silva W will age into a win over a former champ, which I think will build up his resume. Yes, I think Silva is a future champ, but right now I just can't put him ahead of one of these guys, because at my number 10 spot, starting us off, Movsar Evloev. Okay, he is next up at featherweight. Argue with a brick wall, brother. Argue with a brick wall, because it's true. All right, his resume is disgusting. He has the win over Lopez. Even though Lopez came in on short notice, W's a W, man. All right, he's taken out Aljo, taken out Allen, two top-level guys that really have no other, losses in the division, for being real. And then the only thing holding him back is just the finishes. All right, he doesn't really finish fights. He goes to decision. Same thing with a couple of these guys, all right, man? Couple decision merchants in this top 10, but their resume speaks for themselves. And, yeah, man. So Evloev starting us out, top 10. Number 9, the Mini Eagle, Umar Nurmagomedov. His last name got a little cut off there, if I'm being real sorry. But I'm high on Umar, man. All right, he went life and death with Merab, our king, Merab Dvalishvili. And I think Corey's performance at 320, even though he got shut out by Merab, I think it elevates his status and Umar's. Sorry. I just think that's a great win for Umar, man. But other than the Corey win, he really doesn't have a ton of names to add to his resume. I think he will beat Mario Bautista at 321, and who's on a little bit of a streak of his own, if I'm being real. So that'll be a good resume boost. But number 9 spot, Umar Nurmagomedov, the Mini Eagle. Okay, number 8, chat, Nasruddin Imavov. Okay, chat, loaded resume. When I say loaded, I mean loaded. All right, Allen, which I think is a very underrated W. Izzy by finish. And now Kaio, you got to respect it, dude. All right, he will be next up for the middleweight belt. Some people are trying to say that if our RDR wins, dude, he's next up, brother. No, not at all. Okay, Imavov's up next. I think Khamzat will finish him whenever they fight. Okay, dude? I mean, come on. Khamzat, like, he said he was going to be an active champ. Yeah, dude, I want to fight in October. All right, well, then fight. Like, we need some fight news from him. All right? He can't hold up the division, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Before the end of the year, we need to get some kind of booking or announcement on this fight, okay? Because like it's getting ridiculous. I don't want to see one middleweight title fight every year. And with Khamzat, it kind of seems like it's trending that way. All right, but nonetheless, Imavov really has become that guy at middleweight, and you know, serious good run for him. So compared to these other guys, though, 8's kind of like that's the spot. All right, number 7, really tough guy to rank, man. Really tough guy because of how inactive he is. Alman Salukian. Alman. But, nah, man, after Charles won at Rio, I think it's aging well for the guy. You know, he's pretty much been retired for the past 5 years. 7 years. I'm just going to keep adding the number, bro. But, yeah, I do think he's a top-level talent in the UFC, man, but he just doesn't fight. So it's tough. I think he will beat Hooker, as many of us do. And then we can talk, and then we can see if you move up to the 6 spot. He's at the 7, but I'm talking about the 6. See what I did there, chat? But for now, Arman at the 7. All right. All these guys have touched gold. All right, going into the 6, all these guys have touched gold. Some they've been rubbing up on it for a little bit. Pause. Damn. Others, they really just touched it. Some may say fluked it a bit, as you'll see later on. But starting off, number 6, Bilal Muhammad. Remember the name. Crazy run to the title for this guy. Wonder Boy, Luque, Sean Brady. Sean Brady, aging beautifully. All right. Soon to be top 10 non-champ after his win against Morales. But Burns, Leon, and then obviously the loss to JDM. But he's one of these decision merchants guys. All right, man. That's really why he isn't any higher. He virtually cleared out the division. I will say that. No gimme fights. No Mickey Mouse title shots for this guy, man. Guy freaking earned his way to the top. All right, let's be real. He did not defend, which is taking a few spots off his ranking at number 6. But he's fresh off being champ, man. So I think this is a good spot for him. Number 5, top 5, chat. Big Ank. Fresh off of being sunned at 320 by our glorious king. Shama. But Ank, man, I mean, I was saying arguable fluke title reigns. This is exactly what I meant, okay? I kind of am getting the vibe that was a fluke. I'm getting the vibe that really was the worst version of Pereira we saw at 313. And shit, man, how good is he, you know? But no, dude, I said this in my last video, but I think Ank was kind of being carried by the champ status, even though it's kind of crazy, but like he was being carried by the fact that he had a belt in all the pound for pound rankings. But I think he did beat Pereira the first time, even though it was the worst version of him that we've seen. I think that's a better win than Bilal beating Leon, which is why I have him above Bilal. But yeah, man, Lil Ank, Lil Piggy coming in at 5. Lil Piggy, Lil Ank. Number 4, Sugar, man. The Sugar Show. Man, he's legit, let me tell you something. All right, man. Sean O'Malley, this kid's freaking badass, dude. He's freaking badass. Beat Puerto Yan. Argue with me in the comments if you dare. He won the fight. Okay, it was a close fight. There's no such thing as a robbery in a close fight. That's aging beautifully. Jan's next up for the title against our glorious king, the active machine himself, Marab Dwalishvili. But man, yeah, that's aging beautifully. And say whatever you want about the Cheeto defense, he earned back that loss on his resume. Okay, so if you're being real, he's only lost to Marab. He only has lost to the bantamweight GOAT, our king. So Sugar at 4. Top 3, chat. We are entering the top 3 non-champions. Number 3, DDP. Plot Armor King himself, Dracus du Plessis. People forget, man. DDP was talked about as the middleweight GOAT if he beat Khamzat. Okay, so let's not switch up right now, all right? It's one loss. I hate when people just flip after one loss. It's the sport. All right? People are going to lose. Except our glorious king, Ilia Topuria. But still, all right? Resume is absolutely ridiculous. Takes out, like, literal legends at middleweight, left and right. He's got a Whitaker KO, Izzy sub, Strickland twice. So he's not just beating these guys, man. He's getting finishes in the process. All right? The resume speaks for itself. And God, I can't wait for the revenge tour. I cannot wait for the Dreykus revenge tour. Dreykus du Plessis. Number 3. Number 2, man. Number 2. He top 2. He ain't won. Okay? Okay? That's the blessed man himself, Max Holloway. Okay? I feel like the top 2. I mean, number 1 spot, you're going to see. It's kind of, you can't really argue it. But, man, this guy Holloway, dude, he's beaten everyone. Okay? He had a long title reign, and he's still at the top of his game. He's just him, man. I'm him, guys. I'm him. At 300, come on up. He's literally taken out everyone. He's proven he's championship caliber. He's the only person to genuinely go for tit for tat with Ilia, man. All right, I was just watching the fight the other day. Dude, it's so tough to watch once you know exactly how it ends. But he was in his element before, Sora AI took over and just ruined the party, man. Fun times. Sora just freaking ruining everything. But honestly, I can see Max fighting for the lightweight belt in 2026. I think he beats Charles if that fight happens. Please, Dana, make that happen. Okay, I need that shit for my soul. All right? But it may not be likely. It may not be probable. But it is possible, okay? If he fights Ilia again, he could win. All right? So whether it's Ilia or, okay, our dreams come true, and Islam beats JDM at 322. Ilia moves up, fights Islam. I can see Max fighting for the vacant belt, okay, and winning that. So Max number 2, number 1, man, kind of really no question, I guess. I mean, he's freaking him. The man that will beat JDM at UFC 322 and will become the next UFC double champ, Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev. All right. I really do believe that, man. And it really is crazy to see how fast people are switching up, dude. After Rio, freaking Charles wins, and everyone says, God dang, man, just how good is Ilia Topuria, dude? This guy's something different. In all his wins, dude, the guys he knocks out, man, they come back and they win their next fight. Hey, pal, I got some news for you. Islam, okay. Copy and paste Ilia's resume. That is Islam's. Throw the dates on there. Islam did everything Ilia's done before him. Okay? Now, I do have Ilia as my number 1 pound-for-pound fighter, just because of the fashion he's doing it in, okay? And how quickly he's kind of taking over the UFC, but people really are forgetting, man, how good this guy is. It's been a while since he's fought, so I kind of get the recency bias trend of these fans, but best non-champ in the UFC right now, Islam Makhachev. No question about it. Soon to be welterweight champion of the world. That's the list, fellas. Before we go, okay? Comments section in this bitch. Comment section from the last video. We got two. At Fight Geeks wasted no time after the card ended. You right, bro. All right, I check out the UFC Rio recap. Okay, I matchmake a little bit. The matchmaking may be cooked at this point because of some of the fights that got announced, but still, check it out. I posted this right after the card, man. That's how dedicated I am to this, man. Just on that grind, bro. And then History X 101 back in the comment section once again. Our glorious king won. Charlie du Bronx. Charlie! Also, what a crazy way to find out about the Pantoja Van fight. Dude, that is nuts, the fact that Aswell leaked that. Aswell doing God's work out there, bro. The people's champ out there, all right, man? But, yeah, appreciate you fellas for commenting. If you want to be featured in the next one, comment down below. Top 3 comments on this video get mentioned in the next one, man. Thank you, fellas, for 2K. I meant to say that. Absolutely sick. All right, man. We really are on that grind. Now 3K, fellas. Never satisfied. Never satisfied. Follow the IG, man. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, fellas. Peace.